how can we do the best with the possible rank that we are aiming for or that is going to get us. From whatever score we have got, how can we still get the best possible college or the best possible opportunity? So many people think that you can only get into IITs or NITs for higher education, but let me tell you, PSU opportunities are also something that you have at your disposal. Your aim should be to get into IIT to achieve the dream you have. The path can be different, okay? So hello friends, I welcome you all to your favorite channel. My name is Aditya Jain, and today I have brought a very in-demand discussion for all of you guys, which is how to get into IIT or NIT with low GATE score. So friends, we totally understand that it's the behavior of any entrance exam that most of us are not able to do our best, okay? And that's very fine because it's the game of the nature, okay? So what we have to understand is we don't have to lose hope. How can we do the best with the possible rank that we are aiming for or that is going to get us, okay? So with that motivation in place, I have brought today's session with a very important disclaimer that it is not meant to tell you that your score is low, but on the other hand, the motivation is that from whatever score we have got, how can we still get the best possible college or the best possible opportunity? So with that motivation in place, let's get started with the discussion. So first of all is, I would like to tell you the importance of GATE exam, because obviously, even though some people have appeared for GATE exam, they are not truly aware of the importance and the opportunities that they can have. So it is a aptitude exam, which is a national level exam for postgraduate and PSU admissions. So many people think that you can only get into IITs or NITs for higher education, but let me tell you, PSU opportunities are also something that you have at your disposal. Importance of GATE score, primary criteria for admission into IITs and NITs. So obviously, if you are planning to get into higher studies institutes, GATE score is the only possible way as of now. Okay, challenges with low GATE score, limited chances for direct admission into top IITs or NITs. Now here is the important point. I have specifically mentioned limited chances for direct admission. What do I mean by that? So my dear friends, if your score is not up to the mark, that's definitely not the end of the world. Okay, you still have lots of opportunities which I will make you aware of in this session. Okay, so even if you have got a low GATE score, still you can get into your dream college by a different mechanism, which is a RA program. There are lots of other opportunities, but it is mostly broadly classified into TA program and RA program. TA program is your 2-year M.Tech program, and RA is mostly into research and a 3-year program. Like I went to IIT Bombay and I got all India rank 60 in GATE, so that's why I got admission into the TA program, which is what I was aiming for. But the ones who were not able to meet this under 100 rank criteria still got admission to IIT Bombay in the same computer science branch, but as a research assistant for 3-year program. So if you are very clear about getting into your dream college and with the same possible branch, you just have to be very open to have a bit extended M.Tech program, which is completely fine because it provides you with the exact same opportunities. Okay. So challenges with low GATE score, I have already mentioned that there are limited scope, but still lots of opportunities. Okay. Key points to consider: GATE score is the main entry criteria, but not the only criteria. Okay, some institutes, irrespective of the GATE score, will also conduct an interview, a test, and only if you clear that interview and test, they are eligible to get into the college. Admission is possible even with a lower score with the right strategies. What strategies? the ones that I'm here to share with you. So please don't lose hope. I will make sure that I guide you properly so that you can make the best out of the GATE score that you have got. Okay, so let's proceed. Understanding the cutoff trends. Okay, so IITs and NITs cutoff has seen a variation in year to year and across branches, which is very much obvious, my dear friends. Every year the paper is different, every year the candidates are different, and hence every year the cutoff is different. But what we as a team have analyzed is that this year's computer science paper was comparatively easy. It was not very easy, comparatively easy as compared to the past year. And that's why we are expecting the cutoff to be slightly on the upper side. Okay, low score range. For many branches, a score of around 300 to 400 may still allow admission in certain NITs or IITs. Now these are very rare, to be very honest, okay, but still there are opportunities in certain segments, so please don't lose hope. Okay, branch wise variation. Core branches like CS EEE may have higher cutoffs. As you know, some branches are very much in demand. Okay, electronics, computer science, data science, and that's why the cutoff is also on the higher side, because the people who score the best want to actually get into this branch. Okay, key points here: review the previous year's cutoff trends before applying. And my dear friends, you don't have to do any hard work for this, because we as a team have already brought lots of data analytics in front of you in the past sessions. All you have to do is just explore them once and you can have the same knowledge as we have shared. Lower branches may have lower cutoffs, increasing chances of admission. But obviously, as I've said, if you have appeared for GATE exam in computer science, hardly you will get admission to mechanics, right? Mechanical, right? So what I meant by this is that even in computer science, there are lots of different branches. There are lots of different courses. Okay, there is computer science, there is network security, there is artificial intelligence, lots of other segments. And some colleges have these open to all the CS aspirants. So that's why utilize this time to explore the various opportunities that you have got. Okay, so that you can enter these colleges in the best possible strategy. Okay, and now my dear friends, you might be wondering, but sir, I have not got the best branch that I was aiming for. Friends, once you get into IIT, you have access to the exact same material, exact same resource, and in fact you are also allowed to take courses in other branches. That's the specialty about IITs. Okay, so you have no lack of opportunity. All you have to do is get into the best possible course that you can have with your marks. Okay, so now moving ahead, IITs provide masters with low GATE scores as well. The only point is that very few people are aware of this, and that's why they don't even explore this. So please have a great look. So IITs for masters programs. IITs are known for their high academic standards, but they also offer opportunities for students with a lower GATE scores in less competitive branches. So there are branches which are very much relevant, but not so famous, not so obvious, and that's why very few people get admission into that. Admission via special categories. Some IITs may provide admission to candidates with low GATE scores if they have significant work experience, research experience, or under special categories like SC, ST, PWD. So category part, we all are aware that some categories have a lower cutoff, which you all are aware. That's no point discussing it. The important point here is, if you have a good work experience, or if you have got a great research experience, like in your B.Tech you have published lots of research papers, and if that aligns with some professors' work at IIT, they might still consider you as a potential candidate, because irrespective of your GATE score, obviously there would be a certain threshold, but your research work is something that can contribute really well to the ongoing work at IIT projects. And that's why That's why, my dear friends, you have a RA program where still with a low gate score, you have good opportunities to work under a very specialized professor at IITs or ISC for that matter. So this is what I meant. You still have lots of opportunities. All you have to do is you have to fill and apply and wait for the chance to come. Okay, there are also part-time M.Tech programs, my dear friends. So some IITs offer part-time M.Tech programs where lower gate scores may be accepted. Although this is not that famous, okay, it is not that actively with other IITs, but still there are some M.Tech which are part-time programs. So key points is explore less competitive branches and special categories for IIT admission. Category wise, you already know the general category cutoff is usually the highest. Okay, part-time M.Tech programs at IITs might offer opportunities even with low gate score, and that can actually be a entry into the IITs, and then the opportunities are unlimited. As I said, you have to keep the eyes on the end goal, which is for you to have a best possible career. It might be difficult in the initial stages, it might take you a bit longer, but that's totally fine if that ultimately leads you to the end goal that you have been looking for. So I would say, don't be very short-term thinking mentality. Be very open to new opportunities. Be very open to the long-term vision. Because my dear friends, you have seen lots of such cases, lots of such inspirations who started in a very different manner, but ultimately ended up reaching the same goal that they have been aiming for. So this is my most important message from this session, that you have to focus on the long-term vision. Okay, it might take you a bit longer, it might take you a bit tough path, but you can still get to the same end goal. Okay, moving on, MSc in IITs with low gate scores. So again, as I said, the opportunities are not less. All you have to do is to be aware and be notified about it. Okay, so IITs offering MSc programs. IITs offer MSc programs in various disciplines, and these programs are generally open to students with lower gate scores compared to M.Tech admissions. Okay, so here you can say TARA program as well. Okay, admission through JAM, which is Joint Admission Test for MSc. IITs conduct their own entrance exam, JAM, for MSc programs, and the gate score may not always be the deciding factor. Very advantage for you guys, because gate score is not the only deciding factor. That means you still have a chance to prove your knowledge, to prove your abilities, and still get admission to the respective dream college. All you have to do is not lose hope and again give it your best shot. Irrespective of how gate exam went, you can still do great in any other exam, because now the paper is different, now your confidence is different, now your knowledge and experience is also high, so you can still crack the exam with the best possible marks. Okay, benefits of MSc at IITs. IITs provide world-class education even in MSc programs, with access to research opportunities and strong industry connections. I'll give you my example, my dear friends. When I was working on a project at IIT, I was directly working with lots of great companies, lots of great MNCs, because those projects, they were taking assistance of the IIT professors. Okay, because those problems are very complex. Not everyone can solve them. So what I'm trying to do is, what I'm trying to convey is that even while working at IIT, you can still have great connections with the industry experts. Your professors are very well known. They are well renowned in the entire world, not just India. So that will help you build authenticity or credibility among the entire set of tech giants as well. And those opportunities will be available to you. Their recommendations will be available to you, provided you do your best in the work that you are contributing at IITs. Okay. So key points to consider here. MSc programs in IITs may have lower entry barriers than M.Tech, which, as I said, is a very plus point for us, just in case we were not able to do our best in GATE exam, but that doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Okay. Admission is through JAM and not solely dependent on the GATE score. So we still have another opportunity to show how we can do better than what we have done in GATE, and still we can show our worth and knowledge to the world. Okay. Consider MSc as a viable option to enter IITs with a low GATE score. So as I said, your aim should be to get into IIT to achieve the dream you have. The path can be different. Okay. So my dear friends, don't focus too much on just going via GATE. There are lots of opportunities. GATE is one of the best ways, I agree, but there are no lack of opportunities. So please plan accordingly. Moving ahead, apply for M.Tech programs with multiple choices. Okay. So choose lesser known specializations. What I mean by that? Apply to less popular branches with lower cutoffs, example environment engineering, structural engineering, and so on. Here I just took some examples, but what I am trying to convey is don't restrict yourself to the specific branch. Okay, once you get into IIT with the most closest representative course, I'm not saying that if you are appearing for CS, take a mechanical course. No, with the most closest course that you can have in that branch itself, because that will help you attend the same courses, work under similar projects, and getting access to the same opportunities. Obviously, there will be slightly different than the exact same that you are aiming for, but it would be not at all very difficult. Okay, so this is the best possible mindset you can have. Be very open to less popular branches, but make sure that you try your best once you get that opportunity to leave no difference in what you could have done as that branch. Okay, multiple IITs and NITs. Increase your chances by applying to multiple institutions and branches. So I'll give you a very funny example here. So friends, when I secured All India rank 60, okay, there was one event where I met all the All India rank under 100 students. Okay, and when we were having lunch, I was just discussing what all colleges they are appearing for. So even the All India rank 2, All India rank 3 students appear for at least 2 to 3 different colleges. Can you imagine that? Okay, they do appear, they do get the best possible rank, but still they are open to applying to multiple colleges, because there is no harm at all. There is no harm at all in you applying for multiple colleges. Me, even after scoring All India rank 60, I still applied for IIT Bombay, ISC Bangalore, IIT Madras, and so on, IIT Delhi, because I wanted to leave no regret that I didn't take my action. The process will automatically give me the best possible college I aim for, the best possible college I deserve, but still you should be yourself, not rejecting yourself. Okay, so never reject yourself. Never think what's the point in feeling I will not get this. You never know. You never know if suddenly someone decides to leave their seat and you get that seat. So please don't reject yourself. Let the process reject you, that's fine. Don't reject yourself. So in short, apply for all the possible colleges that you aim for. Okay, don't leave any option left. Key points: don't limit yourself to popular branches. I have already told you, you will have to take a slightly different path, but that can still lead you to the same end goal. Explore and apply to various programs with lower competition. Why? Because lower the competition, higher the chances of getting admission, and once you have got admission, then it's just a game of how knowledgeable you are and how best you can do. Okay, so moving ahead, consider NITs over IITs. So opportunities in NITs have lower cutoffs compared to IITs. We all are aware of this. NITs still offer excellent faculty and resources. So please don't think that NITs are way much lower in in terms of knowledge, they still provide you with the excellent opportunities. Focus on NITs with lower GATE scores. Apply to NITs with a history of admitting students with lower GATE scores. For this, I was just thinking how you can do this. So you can just go through the cutoff trends of various colleges and you can understand the pattern. Key points here: NITs offer quality education and better chances with a low GATE score. Prioritize NITs if IITs seem out of reach. As I told you, the importance is to get the right knowledge. Opportunities are unlimited. Moving ahead, explore state and central universities. State universities, like many state universities, admit students based on GATE scores with lower cutoffs. Another important factor to consider. Other central universities, like, look for universities that admit based on lower GATE scores or offer extra opportunities like interview rounds. Because you will notice that wherever there is an interview round involved, okay, that means it is not completely dependent on GATE marks. And that is what we are looking for. Key points to consider here: don't ignore state and central universities and check the admission criteria for each university carefully. Wherever there is extra involvement of interview or a test, that means it is not completely relying on GATE score. Moving ahead, apply for sponsorships and jobs. So public sector units come into picture here, and many PSUs recruit via GATE and other offer financial sponsorships for M.Tech if you want to proceed. Job opportunities with low GATE scores. Work for a few years and then apply for M.Tech through part-time or sponsored programs. This will also give you that mental stability that you have actually gone ahead in your career. Okay. Key points to consider here: PSUs can sponsor your M.Tech if you are working with them, and work experience can sometimes compensate for low GATE score, which is very true. Which is very, very true. I have studied with few people whose work experience matter a lot when they were appearing for research programs. Look for part-time or distance learning programs. Part-time M.Tech programs. So many IITs and NITs offer part-time M.Tech courses that don't require high GATE scores. Again, not so famous, but still you can explore and get benefited. Distance learning options. Open universities like 𝐂𝐨𝐿𝐿 or BITS Pilani offer distance M.Tech programs that might accept lower GATE scores. Again, friends, the path can be different, but the end goal is still to have M.Tech degree with the best possible knowledge. Okay. Key points to consider here: explore part-time M.Tech options, and distance learning provides flexible opportunities which doesn't help you, which doesn't let you down in terms of expectations. The opportunities are still the same. Okay. Getting ahead, strengthen your profile with additional skills. Okay. So this is the few last points that I would like to add. Take relevant certifications like online courses, certifications, or internships in your field. Because whenever you are not having something up to the mark, you can compensate for that by doing something extraordinary. Okay. Work experience. Gaining experience in industry can improve your profile and show your practical skills. I know lots of institutes, lots of companies who have now started taking internships way much more seriously. Okay. Key points to consider: build a strong portfolio with practical knowledge and highlight any relevant work experience or certifications that you have got so that it can convey that you have tried your best to make up for the GATE exam. And the last conclusion and takeaways that I would like to share with you: apply to multiple institutions including NITs and lesser known IITs. Don't be hesitant. Explore alternatives like state universities, PSUs, and part-time M.Tech programs. Strengthen your profile with extra skills and certifications. MSc programs at IITs provide an alternative pathways for low GATE scorers and can still lead you to the same end goal. Final thought: a low GATE score is not the end of your journey. Persistence, smart choices, and networking can lead you to your dream of studying at an IIT or NIT. Not just that, to your dream life, to your dream career as well. Key points: stay persistent and explore every opportunity possible. Your GATE score is just one factor. Other strategies can help you succeed. So there are lots of opportunities. You just have to keep the right mindset. And with this, my dear friends, my name is Aditya Jain and wish you all the very best. Keep practicing and don't stop. Don't quit. You can do great. All the best.